Thank you once again, the people of Africa. Thank you once again, the people of America. And thank you once again, the people of the world. Today, our topic is going to be on how to search for a school in the United States, United Kingdom, Canada, and the world at large. I am doing this topic because somebody sent me a private email and told me I said I was going to be doing videos on education. Yeah, you're right, I'm going to do that. So today, as I mentioned, our topic is going to be on how to search for school in the United States, in the UK, and in Canada, and the world at large. So please kindly stay tuned. But I would like to tell you, in order to be able to listen to more and more video, please kindly like this video, subscribe, and share to others. It will help a lot of us because there's going to be a lot of education on this. Thank you so much for watching ATY TV channel, and Dr. Alfred is here. You all welcome back. As I said, how to search for a school in the United States, in the United Kingdom, and Canada. As somebody who wants to proceed or pursue your education out of your country, coming from Africa and other world, as I will always say, it's so good, it's so nice. You learn a lot. You learn from different culture, stemming from negative and positive things. But what is most important is that you are able to learn more effectively the way you want. You are able to learn a lot of things, study the courses, because there are broader courses to study, that you are able to get enough teaching, enough support, enough guidance to study in the best possible way, to open your mind, your brain, and your everything. So for you to search for a school out of your country, coming from Africa, Nigeria, which part of the world in Africa and which part of the world to another country, you first of all, what you need to do is to find an educational advising center in your country. The reason why I say you should find educational advising center in your country is that they have more information to be able to educate you, to be able to tell you what to do and what not to do, to be able to enlighten you and challenges you are going to be facing in your application, because it's a complex process that if you are not able to do it well, it's going to affect your process, which means you are not going to get admission to whichever school you want to go. And again, you should be able to involve yourself in the student exchange visitor programs. A lot of people don't know this. You know that there are a lot of students that comes to serve in our countries, and we to go out to serve in other countries based on one or two reasons. So use those opportunities to talk to people, and you are able to get some information that might be very helpful to you in your learning career, in your academic career, and even more importantly in your professional career. So that is what it takes. And again, college locator, there's something they call a college locator. You are able to go online to find out what area or what type of software you want to use or website you want to use to be able to locate a college or a university or academic institution you want to attend. Is so important. But for you to do that, you need to be very focused in what you are searching for. Otherwise, you're gonna give up. It's not easy to easy to search for a school out of your country. It takes a lot of process, a lot of thinking, a lot of dynamics to do that. And again, stories by international students. If you know some few students who have already been able to do that, be able to connect yourself to them, be able to link yourself to them and ask questions. These days we have a lot of platforms that you can ask questions from international students, those who are already studying, through WhatsApp group, LinkedIn, and all other things, Facebook, and all those things. You can look for that. You will be able to get information that is more important to your study. But first of all, before you do all this, you have to make a decision on what you want to study on, because you have to know what you want to study outside, because there's a broad spectrum of courses, and you coming in as an individual, you need to know what exactly you want to study. Why? Because it's going to limit you. You are going to limit your search based on what you want to study. So it helps reduce time, reduce energy, and reduce the resources you'll be expending into your search to get a school. So it's very important to make a very strong decision, be very certain that this is what I want to study when I go out to these countries, out of my countries to study. So, and again, you need to understand, or you need to decide which country you want to study. Which of these countries do you want to study? And as you decide which of the countries you want to study, it will help you be able to look at their requirements, what they require, the type of schools they have, and if they have the courses you want to study, because there are courses they can mention out of the country, in America, in the United Kingdom, in Canada, and most of the world. They will mention a course, but inside the course there's a lot of elements you have to study. I must tell you guys, it's not like Africa, whereby you study a lot of courses. Here you can be doing business administration, and you have different things you are doing even at the graduate level, at the first bachelor's level. So you need to understand the course that you are studying. So you need to know the country you are studying, and need to know the requirements and whatever they require you to come in. This stems from the studies to immigrations. So when you know this, you are able to focus your search on that basis, so that you don't spend so much time in searching for school. And again, if you find a country that you want to study now, it is left for you to decide which university you want to study, at. Because you need to understand the university you want to study. You can decide which university you want to study by going through telling yourself that based on what I want to study, I need to know the top 10 universities that do this type of programs. Then you go inside and look at their various requirements. Looking at their various requirements will let you understand whether you are qualified to do this or not. So it is very important for you to do that. And I will advise everybody that knowing which university you want to study is very important, because it will help you to know whether they have certain requirements, such as English test. In the UK, most of the universities, you have to write IELTS exams to be able to get an admission. In the United States, you write a lot, different type of them that you are able, depending on the course you want to study in. So you are able to look at this thing based on your decision, knowing the university you want to study in. It is so important, my brothers and sisters. It is very difficult to do that, but not insurmountable to go through. You can do that when you are able to do all these things I'm telling you to do. You slowly do that. You methodologically decide which I want to do, and you just don't get up and say, because I want to go to school in the United States. You just get up and you decide searching everywhere. It doesn't help you. You will end up looking exhausted. You will end up looking undecided. You will end up feeling disappointed, because you have not put in decisions, and that will give you a focus to look for what you want to do. Looking at, you also need to search for what are the programs and those universities do. You need to understand the programs the university do. Then it will help you to understand what you need to study. As I said, what requirements does the student have? What requirement does the university want? That even there are certain courses, apart from the university's requirements, certain courses have their own requirements as to how to get into it. And as a student who is coming in as an international student, you need to understand these things so that you don't mess up your search process. Again, is the school part of the most important thing? Look, when you decide which university you want to study, what programs, you need to see whether the school is part of the SEP program, that is the student exchange visa program, because school can only be part if that school is certified. Accreditation is very important. In outside accreditations, the school can have accreditations and a program might not have accreditation. So you might be able to get admission to a school that have accreditation, but if the program is not accredited, there is a tendency that you can be denied a visa to come in. So you have to ensure that this very university you have decided to choose, are they part of the student exchange visa program? If they are part of the student exchange visa program, it means the embassy recognize them as a certified university that can help you come in and do this very successfully. You might be given an admission from a university very fast, but because you are not able to determine or know if they are part of the SEP program, it might affect your visa application process. So you need to understand all this before you go ahead and submit your application for admission. Otherwise, school will give you admission and the embassy will deny you a visa because that university is not part of the SEP program. The SEP means, abbreviating, means that the student exchange visa program is very important for embassy to give you admission, because if a university is part of the student exchange visa program, they are listed in their embassy. So it means when they give you admission, it's so valid for you to go in and get and apply for your visa. That is important. As I said, the certification is so important. That's accreditation. If the school is accredited, the courses are accredited, it's so important, it's so good for you. It wouldn't show that you've gotten admission from a school that is not accredited, so that you end up going through all this process and the embassy will deny you a visa. Okay, it's so important. And lastly, in order for you to be able to do this, if you are able to determine which universities, you can take a time every day, because on each university website, they always have email. You can contact their admission office. You can also call them, their admission office. They will link you to somebody who is dealing with your course area so that they are able to educate you more. So what you need to do is that after settling and determining and looking at all what I just said, be able to place a call or send an email and let them know that you are a potential student and you want to know more about this very program that you want to come in and do. They will give you education. They will tell you what you need. They will even go as far as depending on the questions you are asking, they will be able to give you enough information to make decision as to whether to send your application to that school or to think of another one. But you should be able to do that. Never submit your application to a university without sending them an email and asking further questions. I know a lot of Africans don't ask this question, but it's so relevant in your search for a school. You ask questions, you call them, you ask questions, you send email and ask questions. And what is more interesting and more nice is that these universities, their admission officers are always ready to respond to every question that a student asks, because they need students to come in. They want students to come in. The international students that come into this university do a lot of things. They give the university money, they increase the student population, they contribute to the economic development of that university and contribute to the economic development of the very country you have gotten admission into. So they are always ready. It's like they are doing marketing. It's like they are doing sales. They always want to tell you the best options that they can influence you to be able to make your decisions. So my brothers and sisters in Africa, for you to start to think of staying out of your country, you need to follow all what I have said in this video and you will be successful. I'm going to be talking more about things like this for you to help how to fund your education, what you need to do and what you don't need to do, even at the point of submitting your visa. I will be telling you. Thank you so much for sending a private email to tell me this. I promise I'm going to be doing this whilst talking about other issues, because this is a channel, ATY TV channel, a channel that is into politics. We talk about politics, talk about our leaders, talk about education, business, entrepreneurship and leadership. And thank you so much, my listener, for watching. And don't just watch this video and go. Please kindly like this video, share it and subscribe. and encourage others to subscribe, because there's enough information on this channel that will help us be able to reach our potential academically, professionally, and politically. Thank you so much for listening, and see you next time.